Hi, Vieira with the Stock Market Live.tv. I'm going to start by saying that almost every single American customer, they share the same opinion with regards to saying that I'm more patriot than most of their fellow citizens. I'm not American, and therefore I feel quite comfortable with what I'm going to say, because I can provide evidence and proof of it. These companies, Ambarella and GoPro, I'm going to discuss them today. Strong sell ratings ahead of a crash. Ambarella, it was a former strong buy, and GoPro, a company that we have been discussing since IPO. We never missed one single call in both companies, and we can prove it. There are many case studies online with calls recorded live, offering you free market calls when to sell or when to buy these stocks. And I'm talking about 100% accurate market calls. I'm not discussing here 80% or 85% accurate market calls. I'm talking about 100% accurate market calls. I'm the only person in the world who can confirm this, and we can prove the information that you are going to see it by yourself. But you can confirm this online if you have been a follower of our Twitter account. I informed you to sell GoPro as well as Ambarella, $125 to $128 ahead of a stock market crash. And Ambarella made a double top. You had plenty of time to sell your position. It was a former strong buy at $50.52. I didn't say to sell Ambarella at $100. I didn't say to sell Ambarella at $95. No, I said in the Twitter account, completely for free, to sell shares of Ambarella at $125 an half. Therefore, if today there are people or investors losing money in the markets, it's because they want. I prove it here in the case of Netflix. That is one of the stocks more important on the exchange. It is extraordinarily simple to profit from Netflix. I offered free market calls on the blog of the company if you are interested to profit from Netflix. And there are 100% accurate targets posted in advance at stockmarketlive.tv with regards to all these companies. So we have one customer. I'm not discussing the example of hedge fund or investment bank. I'm discussing a customer, a normal one, with 16 million net profit investing on the short side in GoPro and Ambarella. And today I'm going to prove that CNBC is involved with fraud when they hire and they maintain this individual, Cramer, who I've been discussing his work for years, and I've been disclosing the objective of this work. So if you visit the website stockmarketlive.tv, you are going to find this article. The title is Ambarella and GoPro Crash, Cramer Fraud on CNBC has to be stopped. The article contains links to articles that they exist at stockmarketlive.tv, informing you when to sell shares of these companies, and not only when to sell, but also selling short GoPro and Ambarella. We are going to refer to these two articles. They were available on CNBC and on thestreet.com. Here you have CNBC, as you can see. And one of the titles is precisely, this was available on July 22. Cramer, Ambarella, GoPro are headed higher. You may read the article on CNBC. This is the opinion of an individual, in my personal view, a financial terrorist, a convicted one. I repeat, we have confirmation with hundreds of case studies. I'm going to go back, and you can read the article on CNBC, and I'm going to refer then to this one, which is by far more important, on thestreet.com. In the first place, notice the existence of advertisement. This is precisely a scam, this website. Cramer, GoPro stock is a bargain at these levels. Which levels are we talking about? Well, this article became available on the web to American investors, not in our country, to American investors, their fellow citizens, to buy shares of GoPro at $64.22. Well, it happens that this article is precisely coincident with our downgrade in GoPro, recommending to sell entirely long positions, 100%, if you have one, ahead of earnings, and you have the chart here. The chart is a live chart that tells you the future. If you were an investor in GoPro, it is here, sell 100%, $64.70. Well, it happens that after this article became available in the US to American investors, we then recommended to invest heavily on the short side in GoPro. Why? Well, because when I recorded the history how to invest in GoPro, I was very explicit to say, and there is a live call, GoPro is a bubble at $95 and it is not going there. So GoPro crashed all the way down to the price target that I announced, $38, and when the shares they traded down to $38, I said this: GoPro at this price you are going to cover, and the stock eventually can bounce back to $58. And I said this when shares many months ago they traded down to $38. So GoPro, the day that GoPro traded to $64, almost $65, that was in fact above my own expectations, we said sell everything. And now what you are going to do, since Americans are buying GoPro, you are going to sell short again, and you are going to triple the size of your short position, since GoPro is a bubble since $95 and it is not going back to that price. Well, it happens that CNBC and other websites in the US, they started raising targets in GoPro, $75, $80, and there are targets in Wall Street, $115. Therefore, what you had to do in order, as is the customer, to make $16 million, and this was in the past couple of months, was to sell short heavily GoPro and Ambarella. With regards to this information, I repeat, it has been available completely for free in our website. So the question is always the same: what have you done? You may say that you know or you are aware that Cramer, or you do not like him, but the question is, what have you done? Have you assumed a short position? How much have you done? Show me the money. Because in our country, in this company, we do it. We make it happen. The difference is, I may have a negative opinion with regards to Cramer or CNBC, but I do it. I make it happen. I'm not just going to write an article on the web saying, well, this guy is this or that. No, let's prove it. So he wrote an article saying that GoPro, it was a bargain at $65. $65, it was the top in GoPro. He wrote an article saying that Ambarella was headed higher. It was a wonderful investment. But the question is that you have to make is, where was Cramer when Ambarella shares were trading at $50? Was it telling you that shares were going to $100, to 120? No. So why does he start saying that Ambarella at $100 plus is a good stock? And it is, the symbol of the economy that is moving higher and higher and higher. So analysts, they start raising targets, and the very moment that they start raising targets, we dumped on them. And you find this wonderful free article on the web, and this is what really matters to investors. And I'm going to show you here several examples, completely for free. You have it here, how to make $8.6 million short GoPro and Ambarella. Notice that this article says that the customer didn't close his positions. In fact, he maintained the positions he added to the short side. This article was made available ahead of earnings on both companies. But we are going back and we are going to find the very source, the steps by step. That is the most important. So, we are going to click here on this link. Everything it is available here completely for free. So we are going to click on that link and we are going to see, hold on a second. There is an article, all right, on the, let me see if there is other link here. We are going to click on this just to show you that this information has been available for months. And again, I repeat, completely for free. The title is Ambarella Insiders Sell Stock on Vieira Downgrade to Strong Sell. And here you have the on the screen, on my Twitter account, personal Twitter account, for everyone to analyze the real-time trade alerts on Ambarella on the very first day that the stock traded to $125 plus, and then downgrading the stock to strong sell. And there are several comments with regards not to Ambarella, but several other stocks 100% accurate. Thereafter, as we always do, appears here the video that explains the story. 15 minutes, and the title is "The Federal Reserve is Your Best Friend. Sell Ambarella Ahead of the Collapse." So there was a double top in Ambarella, I repeat, and this customer today, it does not have 8.6, it has $16 million net profit. Where is Ambarella and GoPro today? Because Cramer told you to buy shares at 65, Ambarella is $72.40 and GoPro $38.96. And these, my friends, are the facts. And the difference between our company, my own name, when I sign an article, is that I make it happen. And I didn't have any problems whatsoever to do it completely for free. Just not only to demonstrate how stupid humanity is, because this has been available for free, and I never missed one single call. And there are hundreds of people that they are aware of this and they are witness, and this is recorded live. As our algorithm has proven over and over, Einstein, when he says that two things are infinite, the universe and human stupidity. And I'm not sure about the universe. Therefore, it is 100% guaranteed, it is implicit in this sentence, that human stupidity is infinite. So, the work of CNBC and Jim Cramer in particular, who is doing a terrific job, is to produce, in fact, content for stupid people. And they are doing a great job. And the more content they produce, the higher our profits, our customers' profits are going to be. And this has been happening for 25 years. And it is going to continue for the rest of our lives, because I never missed one single call in these companies. And I prove that stock market price can be predicted. And I make those calls precisely at the bottom and at the top. And if you prove that what I'm saying, it is not real, I'm offering you whatever the amount that you wish to put on the table. You want $15 million, I offer $50 million. But if I prove that what I'm saying it is true, you give me the $50 million. It is very simple. It is a fair proposition. So I prove it here with these articles, once again, available on CNBC by this Cramer. This is not a mistake. This is very serious. And while the US government, Securities and Exchange Commission, and authorities, they continue allowing this, which it is not of our concern, it is your concern, in particular American citizens. You are going to continue losing money, and we are going to continue reaching record profits in history, because that is the game. The markets, there are no free lunches. Therefore, everything that we have said, and you find plenty of lessons how to invest in these stocks, Ambarella and GoPro, the only thing that you had to do, it was to follow the guidance. Moreover, I refer to this on the article. Before I terminate, just, again, do not forget about this. Cramer, GoPro stock is a bargain at these levels, the very top, the day of the very top. This is the person that told you to invest in SodaStream at the very top. This is the person that told you to invest in Crocs at the top. Ahead of a crash, meltdown, you never got your money back. This is the person that told you that there was nothing wrong with Bear Stearns. Bear Stearns is a company no longer exists in the markets. And many others, hundreds of examples. And he continues doing it. And the more he does, the better it is. So I'm telling you because this is a wonderful opportunity for you to prove to yourself how you can do it, become a millionaire in the markets, by doing precisely the opposite of this convicted financial terrorist, who is the joke, in fact, of Wall Street, along with some other hedge funds. It's very simple. Because he missed all calls, he missed. All right? It's very simple. And the proof is that we discussed hundreds of examples. And if you visit our website, you find during the course of 2015 examples of not only Cramer, as Fast Money Crew, when they deceived investors to buy shares of Yahoo, Alibaba, ahead of stock market crashes, where here you find an article with the title, Master Plan to Crash Yahoo and Alibaba. Both stocks, they crashed. Wall Street analysts, they had ratings, strong buy, and price targets $140 to $180. And in Yahoo, $63 to $70. Yahoo, today, it is a stock. You want to see where Yahoo is? I'm going to show you where Yahoo is, just for your reference. And if you have questions, you can refer again to the article at stockmarketlive.tv titled Master Plan to Crash Alibaba and Yahoo. Alibaba, Yahoo, $32.53. I announced the top to be $52, while Wall Street kept raising targets to $60 plus. And Alibaba, I announced the top to be sell shares at 113.5. The most bullish target to be 118. You have shares at 66.5. It's $66.5. It is not $140. Therefore, you had to invest for the crash because the crash was guaranteed. It is available on the blog of the company. So the question is always the same. What have you been doing? The Fast Money crew had strong buy ratings in both stocks. But do you want more? I give you more. This company here, a few years ago, that today it is trading at $3, and this was already trading today in 2015, AK Steel at more or less $1.50. This company 3 years ago, more or less, or 4 years ago, they said that it was a strong buy at $26. Do you know the price target that they had? $33 to $36, this bubble. It is $3 4 years ago. 4 years later, it is $3. It is not 33 or 36. Do you remember my case studies with regards to US Steel, saying that US Steel it was one of the biggest bubbles in the US stock market? Well, at $200, they kept raising the target in US Steel to 250. US Steel crashed, and today US Steel is a stock trading at $15.93. And several years ago, when this melted to $20, then it bounced to $60, Wall Street came back and said that US Steel was worth then $90. And I said, US Steel is not worth $90. This stock is not worth more than $18 on a long-term basis. 5 years later, you have US Steel at $15.93. So where is the $90 in US Steel? Commodities. I've been discussing commodities, gold stocks, oil stocks, all the collapse, the crash in advance. When all of them, they had strong buy ratings, we were downgrading and saying these are historical opportunities for you on a long-term basis to become a millionaire. You don't have to do anything. You just have to place the order. You don't have to day trade, to short-term trade. You just have to sit down and to wait for this to collapse, because this is going to collapse. And this Cramer is the same that, you know, a few years ago when this company, Ovenian, in the US stock market, it melted down to $15, he said, this is a strong buy. And I said, it is not a strong buy. This company, Ovenian in the US, should have been delisted at least 5 years ago. Today it is $1.77. Last year, or 1 year ago, but last year, this stock was trading at $6, $7. And I continued saying, at that price, Ovenian remained a strong sell. So the question is always the same. What have you been doing? Cramer, it no longer discusses or talks about Ovenian or Crocs. And probably today, if you look at his face, he's not going to discuss SodaStream or GoPro and maybe one day Ambarella. He likes stocks when they go up and he dislikes when they go down. And then he's coming back and he says that it is management fault. They said on a conference call that, you know, the words, they were not correct. And there are always excuses and arguments. I never listed one single conference call in my life, one single earnings call in my life. I never listed to one single call earnings in my life. And I sell stock forecast and earnings call, some of them at a price higher than $1 million. And you find the case studies on the web. Some day price is $2,000, others higher. In the case of Green Mountain Coffee, or in the case of Micron, I called the crash in these companies. I said they are going to crash. We are talking about multi-year tops. And the hedge fund managers in the US, not my customers, they kept buying the stock and raising targets. Credit Suisse, you know, $45. And not long ago, in 2015, Credit Suisse has an article ahead of earnings in Tesla Motors. The stock, the shares, they were trading at $280. And Credit Suisse raised the target in Tesla Motors. And we wrote an article on the website saying, you are not going to buy shares at this price, you are going to sell everything, and you are going to sell short Tesla Motors. In less than 1 month, Tesla Motors crashed $100 per share, basically 285 to 195. So why are you buying stocks when Wall Street upgrades companies, when you know in fact that it is time to sell? If you want to buy after the crash, never buy on Wall Street upgrades. But if you are aware of this, Cramer's, the Credit Suisse, Deutsche Banks, and all these that I've been discussing here and providing evidence of share price manipulation in the case of Yelp ahead of a crash that they all knew that was going to happen. Talking about buyouts, rumors that in a company that was not going ever to be acquired at $50, they raised a target to $85, $75. 1 week later, when I submitted this saying, here you have the share price manipulation, 1 week later, you are aware that Wall Street Journal came with an article, wait a second, because now it is not a strong buy anymore. In fact, this company might not be acquired. And then they downgraded. They said, well, it is not worth more than 54. But they kept there the buy ratings. They didn't sell that was going to crash. The only person that told you double the size of the short position in Yelp, it was me. I told it is available there completely for free on the website stockmarketlive.tv, posted live on the same day that shares traded to $50.30. Today, Yelp, it is trading at this price. It's $24.16. It is not 50. It is not 75. And this has been a strong sell since $92 an half. And you find the video on the website. So why people, they lose money in the markets? They lose money in the markets because they want. Because a great part of this information that I'm discussing here, it has been available completely for free. And since Netflix, it is one of the stocks, it is in fact the stock that I call in history to be one of the best investments ever, I also have been helping people in my own country to benefit from Netflix trading. And Netflix, if I said that the price target in Netflix, it was $127, and if one stock analyst said it was $180, well, the fact is that the top in Netflix in 2015, it was 127. I wrote it myself. I have hundreds of customers. They are witness because they have the article. I cannot change it. There is a video. There is a downgrade to sell, and you have Netflix at 99.50 cents. It is not $180, right? And why is this happening? This is happening because I said 3 years ago, when Netflix, it was a dog, I said Netflix at $7, it is your lifetime investment opportunity to become a millionaire in the markets. But at that time, Netflix, it was a dog. Today, Netflix, it is a darling. But the things, they change, the sentiment changes, and does not depend on you because you cannot do anything about it. We do it, we make it happen. And we record all these live during live streaming sessions. And I did once again. So what we have been doing here, completely for free, helping people, and I'm going to click here just to go back to the blog for you to, I invite you to analyze this. Not only all these calls that you have here, but this important one, recent, that is available on the web. Free live trading, United Emirates, and Netflix investors make millions of dollars. And if you click here, you are going to find evidence. A call does not appear on CNBC, does not appear on CNN. No, this is the reality or the trigger that made Netflix crash. All right? Part of it. This is a process. So you just have to refer to this article, and here to play this video is 4 minutes long, and the video itself contains the call that I told you about, sell Netflix. And the call was made, 5 or 6 days ago. And meanwhile, Netflix, since $127, it already crashed more than 250 or so, all the way down to 88, not long ago. So why do you keep losing money in the markets? Do you keep losing money in markets? Because you won't, because this information, it has been available, in fact, completely for free. All right? So congratulations to every single investor that has been following my comments on live streaming in the blog with all this information posted in advance, 100% accurate. Bear in mind that I didn't say Netflix 130, I said 126. It is there, written. And not only for Netflix, that is for Google, Expedia, Facebook, many, the most important companies in the world, Apple, and they crashed, and they will. Because if we want it to happen, we make it happen. And because they are available there for you to visit. Therefore, my friends, when you listen to these journalists on TV saying that stock market price cannot be predicted, they are saying it because they have to sell their own incompetence. We are not selling anything. We have been in fact cancelling and refunding orders. We are not selling live streaming single sessions. We are not interested in that. We have no interest whatsoever. Market conditions are perfect, my friends. Or you pay the price, or you refer to the free information that is available on the web. For citizens of our country, the information, it is free. So this video, it is free live streaming trading, UAE, and how to avoid losing money selling Netflix ahead of the crash. And Netflix downgraded to sell. So you just have to visit the website, the links, and this information has been available for free, I repeat. Netflix, these are the facts, is trading at 99 and 15 cents. It is not 140, it is not $180. Yahoo, you are aware of the price. Ambarella, it is trading at $72.40. It is not 140, 150 or 170. GoPro, the bargain that Cramer is talking about, it is 38.96. It is not 70 or 75 or 80. If it was a bargain, what is this price? So what you have to do is to call Cramer and to ask him this question. Cramer, if GoPro was a bargain at $65, are you selling your house, your wife and your dog and your family? Are you investing and buying, doubling and tripling, quadrupling the size of your position? Your position, yes, Cramer, at $65? Did you buy shares at $65, Cramer? These are the questions that you have to make. But because in the US, these TV networks, they produce content to stupid people, more than 90% is proven to be stupid. This is the country where, listen to what I have to say, Hollywood makes movies about teenagers that they take guns to school to shoot people. Children, their own fellow citizens. Teenagers in this country, I repeat, they take guns to school to shoot their own fellow citizens, children. And this is not rare. This happens every single year, every single month. And they make movies about this. So if they make movies in Hollywood about this, and they will tell you that this is just to keep people informed, well, the answer of the government of this country, it has been the following, just for your information. We are going to give more guns to these people for them to have a way of defense. So this is the way, this is their answer or response to the problem. So do you think that is logical? Do you really believe, people that they have a brain, that this is logical? We have teenagers killing children in schools, and the answer, the solution to the problem is to put more guns in the street? Is it logical? No. So what is the objective? People, they buy guns, and the game is very simple. They think, the stupid individual thinks that you have to buy shares of defense companies, gun makers, and then what happens one beautiful day? shares, they collapse. Why? Because that was the game, to sell short the guy that believes that, you know, everyone is buying guns and guns make money. No, my friend. But, you know, the markets is for those that they have a brain. It's not for brainless. So the content that you find on this CNN, CNBC, you know, the Wall Street Journal, where they charge for these articles saying that Yelp, it was going to be acquired. They charged for this article, my friends. They charge for these articles. Can you believe that they have thousands of people paying for these articles? In our country, we call these scams. There, I don't know, they call it a good sell, a good artist. So this Jim Cramer is, yes, a good entertainer. And if you lost money, make those questions to Jim Cramer. And this is a lesson how to invest in the markets. And here you have the facts, and the facts always seen on the tape, numbers. The best language, the only truth lies on mathematics, on numbers. It's not English or French. And if you land in the US, and can be in the capital, I've been there, and I ask this question, look, I'm coming from Barcelona, you know, in Spain, can you point it in the map, on the map? And the answer, no, I can't, because I don't know where it is. And if you speak in Spanish, they think that you are Mexican. Well, and if you speak, you know, Portuguese from Brazil, they pull out a gun. They think that you are going to kill them. So there is something wrong, you know. So what is wrong? The wrong is that you have this immense capital to exploit, where 1% or a minority, and this is the reason why customers, they say that I'm probably the most patriot non-citizen American that they ever met, because I tell the truth. I think that this, in fact, helps a society to evolve rather than to rely on scams. Because these scams that you have here, available on the web, Jim Cramer GoPro stock is a bargain at these levels, ahead of the meltdown. But this is happening every single day, every single week. You go to our website, you find articles every single day written about disclosing the truth. Not long ago, I recommended to sell, and I've been one of the defenders of a long-term investment in Morgan Stanley. And Morgan Stanley, one day, they consider that Freeport-McMoRan, the #1 short opportunity in the US stock market in commodities, was a strong buy. It was, turning the point at $24 ahead of a crash. Well, Freeport-McMoRan went to $7.80. Yes, I made that call, and I've been bearish for years, Freeport-McMoRan, since the very top. And you find it in our website, stockmarketlive.tv, and AK Steel and US Steel. And so why these people, they keep believing that, these Wall Street analysts, they have the answers. And the most interesting is that they then report in 2015 more new accounts than in 2014. Well, in China, they also reported, that a lot of brokers, they reported their best year ever. Well, if they were having their best year ever in China, obviously you were going to have a crash. Everyone was opening an account. Now, you have in the US these articles on CNN saying that millennials, they are buying US stocks. Where were these millennials, 6 years ago when I was calling a bottom in the US stock market in March 2009? They were not there. There was blood on the street. But at that price, yes, we were buying. So they are buying today. Why? Just because you had a correction of 10%? Well, so these articles on CNN, CNBC, this is food for stupid people. Precisely those that they visit, they are plugged on TV, on these channels every single day. My friends, you dislike the content? I don't have any problem. Continue investing and following the recommendations of these individuals, and you are going bankrupt. I don't have any problem whatsoever. It's quite the opposite. So I repeat that you find lessons on the website with regards to all these matters. And there is a great movie, in fact, I don't remember now the title, but magician that he decided one day to instead of deceiving people, that's what magicians they do, to tell the truth. And so I believe that, Wall Street analysts, they could do a better job. Instead of deceiving people, and these TV networks, they could inform, look, GoPro, it is a commodity. GoPro is not a strong buy when the management is saying that, they are announcing, launching virtual reality. And you go to Yahoo message boards and you go to these scam websites like, Stock Tweets, and you find all of them, thousands, hundreds of them saying, buy GoPro because, now the numbers are so good that, this is going to 75. But the question that you have to make is, where were they when GoPro was $38? They were not buying. The sentiment was very negative, so, they come later on when the momentum is good. When the momentum is good, Mr. Vieira here and his customers are dumping on you and they are selling short and saying you are going to crash. And your account is going down to zero. We are going to report the record profits, and then you are going to ask your bailout to Cramer or Janet Yellen. Are they going to bail you out? And the answer is no. So we keep laughing and repeating this story year over year. But I do have many American customers. Those that they believe that to change, they believe in it, to change their attitude. They believe that they can evolve, they can help their own country. And in the United States, in fact, and I'm a patriot, I do believe that a tiny percentage, 1%, is by far superior, in fact, than many other countries around the world. But that is 1%. It's not 99%, it's 1%. So I'm not talking about the CEO of Facebook or Google or Apple. No, I'm talking about the common citizen. They don't know where England is, or France, or Spain, or Italy, Milan. They don't know. They believe that the only language in the world is English, and they have problems. I see it on the website. I see it that they have problems reading English. They have problems reading English. Can you imagine? If a person writes GoPro is going to crash, some of them, they think that GoPro is a buying opportunity. The title says GoPro going to crash. And people, Americans, they see, I repeat, common Mexicans, Donald Trump is talking about Mexicans. My friend, you can talk about Mexicans and probably, whatever, does not matter. But in your own country, you have citizens that, they are completely lunatic. Mexicans, they are not killing their own fellow citizens in schools. They're Americans, teenagers. I have not seen yet one Mexican doing it. I'm not saying that Mexicans are bad or good. Does not matter. I'm saying I'm relating to the facts. All right? And the facts are these. American teenagers take guns to school to kill children, your own fellow citizens. In my country, that has never happened, my friend. So where do you live? What kind of country is that? And so the answer to that problem, moreover, is put more guns on the street. All right, so you have here the facts, and I'm going to leave you with this slide because this is the best slide ever. This is the infinite energy where you can find motivation to continue making consistent profits in the stock market, making use of infinite human stupidity. This is what we have been teaching here, people, how to do it, investing in the markets. And our mission, it has been to help them, the small to the hedge fund to the investment bank, to do it and to benefit from the crowd. Because the crowd, the CNN, CNBC, and whatever, their objective, it has been the same since the very first day. It's not information, it's disinformation that is completely different. Refer to the facts.